What's going on, all you beautiful people? Today we're doing a sketch with Acryla-Gouache, and it's actually my second time using it, so let's get into it. We're starting off with a very loose sketch. Acryla-Gouache acts a lot like acrylic, so we're going to let that do all the work for us. We're just going to kind of block in the general idea of what we want, and we're going to go to work. For today's color palette, we're keeping it nice and simple. We got Permanent Yellow Deep, Carmine, and Ultramarine, which are going to be our three primary colors. And we also have this really funky color that came with the set. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so I'm very sorry. But we're also going to be using white paint. Acryla-Gouache acts a lot like acrylic paint, so we're going to be kind of blocking in all of our colors and then going back into it, adding more and more detail in more of a layer format. So a lot like acrylic paint. However, it acts a lot like watercolors at the same time, depending on how much paint and water you put on your brush. So it's really great for gradients too. And that's why for this background I wanted that more watercolor impressionistic feel that you're going to see right there. I want this background to really serve as more of a background, and I don't want our eye to go to it at all. So we're going to really punch in those darker blues and purples and some of this darker greenish brown on the corners, really bringing out that pop and making that our primary focus. Right here you see me adding that nice purple and shadow color into the inside of that bowl, because we really want to make those layers pop. And I want to keep in mind the texture and the surface of what I'm actually painting, and I want that to translate to my sketch. So this is a ceramic bowl, so it's nice and smooth. So keep in mind the textures and the feel of anything that you're painting, because you want that to translate to your page. And okay, you can add some highlights and always finger paint. It's always cool. Looking back at this painting a few weeks later, I really wish I changed my color palette just a little. Mine's a little too earthy and toned down from the bluish green that you actually see in the aloe itself. But this is a good lesson for myself and for everyone that value is more important than color, and you should always nail your values first, because looking at my sketch, I can see a lot of my values are pretty similar and there's not a whole lot of contrast. So nail your values and pay attention to that. But that's why we practice, and that's why we do sketches, so we can learn and we can grow as artists and as people together. And yeah. Voiceovers are really hard, man. This is such a beautiful moment in time. What the hell am I saying? I don't know, but anyway, okay, we're finishing up. We're adding the little sparkles, which are always everyone's favorite part. And bam, that's an aloe plant. And that's an aloe plant. Anyway, here's me looking awful and pissed off with my painting for whatever reason. Subscribe, like, do whatever you want.